Go ahead.
Okay. Welcome to our usability test. Our team has a new concept called OurNewPlace.com. It's an apartment finding site. And what we'd like you to do is participate in this test. We're not testing for your knowledge on apartment hunting or any of that. We're just trying to test to see how our website is from a usability perspective and ease of use. The background of this website is its key features are that you can hunt apartments but collaborate with your roommates to find an apartment. And one of the key pages is a group collaboration page. And you've already gone and registered yourself and your roommates, and you've saved some apartments that you've looked at. And now you're back at this group collaboration page, and we're going to ask you some tasks to complete.
Okay.
Given this group favorites list page, how would you sort the list of these apartments by highest price? And what you can do is just point and interact with the.
So should I grab this or?
Just try to.
You know,
You might actually want to sit here.
Yeah. All right.
So if you can just interact with the paper.
So how would I bring the highest one to the top?
Yes. How would you sort this list based
Well,
on? What you
probably just. Well, what do you mean? Like just drag it over or what?
Well, there's certain elements on this screen that you see, and if there's some that, is there anything that you would interact with based on what you see on?
Well, I would look for the price.
So you have a list of things there, and you have apartments by highest price. Do you see anything that might help you guide it based on where the elements are?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
How would you sort by price? Highest price?
Oh, well, just there, right there, high price.
Great. Given that task, how would you then now sort by lowest price?
Hit that right there.
Good. And then how would you sort by most recent activity?
There.
Great. Now, given that you wanted to add some comments on one of the apartments at Maple Grand, 1156 Maple Grand, how would you accomplish that?
Hit the comments button. Good. The little arrow.
Great. And then how would you, if you had a keyboard or some other interface, how would you add your comments?
I'd click here and then type whatever I want. Hit save.
Okay, great. And then you mentioned you hit, what did you hit again?
Save. I'd hit save.
Okay.
Or I could hit enter, I suppose.
Yeah, great. And then, given that last action, how would you try to see the total detailed expenses for the same apartment on 1156 Maple Grand?
Total? You mean for like each person? Oh, I guess. Like
in particular to the one that's on 1156 Maple Grand.
Could you repeat the question, please?
The question is, how would you try to see the total cost of expenses for the apartment on?
Oh, I would probably hit that the plus right there.
Great. So overall, there's another task we'd like to expose you to, which is we do have the feature of notifying you and your roommates via mobile device. So now you are moving into your mobile phone. Given this screen, how would you save your checklist?
Probably my visit checklist. And then you said save it?
Right, you're accessing your checklist, and I think that's right.
I don't see a save button. I'd probably just click one of the addresses.
And then you're moving that value.
That's right. Which address are you interested in?
Oh, does it matter? Or, oh, I don't know. Mill Street.
Or A plus X.
So how would you interact with the
I'll just click it,
EAX now.
and then
This was optimized. You see that as one.
what am I looking for here?
So now that you have a checklist, how would you complete your task of you reviewed your checklist?
Oh, just click each one of these, walking around, and then when I'm done, I just hit save.
Great.
You get 4A plus X.
So, given those two tasks from the web
Last line.
and the mobile, do you have any general comments on how you found the interactions?
I thought the mobile was a little easier.
A little easier? Okay.
Yeah, well, there's not as much, because it's just on a phone, there's not as much stuff for you to interact with.
Okay.
So you're looking at maybe like 3 or 4 buttons on the screen as opposed to like 20 or whatever on a website.
Okay, great. If you, given that, do you have any ways that we could improve the web version that you've interacted with both of them?
Could I see that again, or?
Sure.
So E equals.
And again, I can repeat the tasks, which was there were 2 major ones: sorting the apartments, and the second one was adding a comment, and the third one was expense summary.
I didn't think, I actually think this looks fine. For what we're trying to do, I'm not exactly sure, really needs anything. Maybe, I don't know, I had trouble seeing this at first.
Okay.
So, maybe
See-
make that bigger.
So the font was
like,
a little.
like sort by.
Okay.
I was looking for, I assumed like you wanted me to sort this myself, so I was saying like, can we drag this around? But
Oh, okay.
apparently not. You wanted me to use the,
So
the sort
the
function on top.
location of the sort by and the font size was kind of an issue.
yeah.
And then an added feature that you sort of mentioned was actually physically moving them yourself could be a feature.
I think that could be, yeah. But, it's kind of unnecessary if you know these are here. Because if you're looking for high or low, you don't want to do it yourself. It'll, if you've got like 30 of them, you're just going to hit one thing.
Local variable.
Lastly, I heard you mention that you could have hit click save or hit enter.
Yeah.
Is that important for you to have both of those?
I would say so, yeah. I find it, it saves a few seconds, like a split second or whatever, but it's kind of a force of habit.
Thank you.
All right.
Alright,
Thanks, man.
no problem.